Brilliant ideas, powered by Hyundai Motor.
Light, sound, a totally immersive experience that reacts to the viewer's presence. TeamLab are more than just digital artists. Their work transports audiences to a different world.
It's a really wonderful feeling. It's kind of strange to explain, but you feel a part of this universe.
You come into this world and you feel very relaxed, very happy. The outside world no longer plays a role. You forget about it.
They are not really aimed to become an artist, but rather to present to the world something brand new. New in terms of concept, execution, and experience.
They're really pushing at the boundaries about, what the contemporary art world feels comfortable with, offering something a bit different, a bit special, and in their case, a bit epic.
Positioned at the intersection of art, technology, and design, they nurture our curiosity about the natural world around us.
デジタルっていう概念がね、美をどう拡張していくのか、それは今までにない美の体験をすることによって人間の価値観をどう変えていくのかっていうことに今すごく興味があるね。ここがねチームラボです。これエントランスで。
This is the HQ of Japanese art collective TeamLab. It's far from a traditional artist studio. 400 people strong, it's home to a real mixture of talents, working on anything from commercial projects to major art exhibitions.
でここは、グラフィックチームだったり、カタリストがいたり、ここら辺はインタラクティブなエンジニアが、みんな座ってて、いろんなバラバラの専門職がスペシャリストが、一緒に、チームを作って考えて作りながら考えてるっていうようなそういうような作り方をしてる。
Toshiyuki Inoko, himself a mathematical engineering graduate, founded TeamLab in 2001. And the collaboration between different disciplines was a major motivation.
集団的な創造っていうのをコンセプトにして何か新しいものを作る場という、コンセプトで始めて、子供の頃はどっちかっていうとサイエンスとアートにもすごい興味があった。人間は多分サイエンスのおかげで見えている世界が増えていったと思っていて、一方でアートもすごいよく似ていると思っていて、アートによって人々は世界の見え方が変わってきたと思っていて。
The very point of Inoko's interest was really how he can merge art and science, seemingly a totally different field, into a new seamless experience. That was his vision from the beginning, and he's still pursuing that vision.
I think what's unique and outstanding about TeamLab's work is the fact that they themselves are engineers and they're coming at digital art from a technological perspective as well as an artistic perspective, means that they're able to make work which is incredibly sophisticated, and that for the visitors creates seamless, sumptuous, kind of immersive experiences which are quite unlike artistic experiences that you're going to find anywhere else.
This intermingling of art and science is perhaps best seen in TeamLab's video installation, 100 Years Sea.
What TeamLab have done is taken 100 years of data, which shows how the sea levels will rise, from 2009 to 2109, if we don't do anything about climate change. And it's a very powerful, very evocative, kind of very sensuous work that is talking about a very troublesome and unsettling topic.
作ったものを体感することによって、 その物理的な現象としての世界ではなくて、人間にとって世界とは何かっていうのを、知りたいし、その体感を自ら作ったものを体感することによってそれを考えていくきっかけになったらいいなと思ってるんで。
The theme of nature is a constant in TeamLab's work. In Flowers Bloom on People, the body acts as a canvas for projections, the flowers growing, decaying and scattering in response to the viewer's movements.
Rather than admire, kind of the artwork from a distance, you're inside the artwork. The artwork's unfolding all around you and there's no separation between you and what you see. We as people are part of nature. We're kind of part of, kind of an ecosystem. They put you inside natural environments that you experience from within.
Over the years, TeamLab has perfected the art of creating immersive installations. They've created digital koi carp ponds that respond to a visitor's movements. Visual displays that bring children's drawings to life. Even virtual calligraphy in 3D space.
I think TeamLab's goal is to present not just art experience, but the whole human experience, dealing with nature, dealing with other people, dealing with the artworks. And what they are interested in is to break the existing boundaries, physical boundaries and artistic boundaries.
High-tech as they are, for TeamLab, tradition is still intrinsic to the work that they create.
The moving images that TeamLab is creating is along this long tradition of Japanese image creation with a different perspective, different spatial theory. They are not hiding their identity of being Japanese, and they are proud of these Japanese experience.
Here in the Mori Art Museum in Tokyo is a work that fuses advanced technology with Japanese mythology. A room designed to feel like infinite space, where Yatagarasu, a mythical three-legged crow, flies above and under visitors' feet, leaving behind trails of light that resemble Japanese calligraphy.
All of a sudden, they're confronted with something that reminds them of a Japanese screen and a theme of a Japanese ancient art, and you look at it more closely and you start realizing that there's technology involved.
For interactive artist Hide Fukunaga, the work was one of his most challenging. Creating a sense of endless space within four walls was no easy feat.
あともう一つは、この壁4面どこ見ても壁と床や壁と壁の間の境界線を見えなくしたいので、できるだけ立ってる人に合わせてパースペクティブを合わせるような映像を、鑑賞者は、映像を見ているというよりかはこの CG のカラスの世界の中で自分もこう飛んでいるような体感ができるようになるような作品を目指しています。
It took Hide and two other specialists 4 months to put the work together, creating the visuals, composing the music, and programming software smart enough to calculate the right perspective for each visitor.
投影した時のおー、自分で作ってるんだけど初めて本物見た時におーってなる感覚っていうのはちょっと言葉にできないようなものがあります。
Coming up, TeamLab pushes boundaries once again. This time for a solo exhibition in London. This year has been a busy year for TeamLab, and their studio is a hive of activity. They have a number of major exhibitions on the horizon, one of which is for Pace Gallery in London. Noriko Taniguchi is the catalyst or project leader in charge of coordinating it.
We have one big concept that is like beyond the boundary. So this artworks in one room, there is so many different artworks. So as you can see, there is 3 monitor and then 1 waterfall. But we trying to connect every artworks like as one.
The artworks, digital butterflies and waterfalls, will have fluid boundaries as they spill into each other and flow onto the floor and walls of the gallery. It is a hugely ambitious undertaking, even for Noriko's small but experienced team of artists and interactive engineers.
Oftentimes the technical team that's working on the artwork projects for TeamLab is working on many different small projects at the same time.
It's quite challenging, and then it's also quite difficult from the technical aspects as well. So we have to work quite intensively, but we have to finish it by the opening. So we have to do it. We will do it.
This exhibition will be TeamLab's first solo exhibition at Pace Gallery in London.
蝶はここからここまで。
床からも蝶を出すってなると、その2面床の分も蝶のレンダリングしなきゃいけなくなるので。
They were picked up by the gallery in 2014, joining the ranks of some of the biggest artists in the world. But TeamLab have never seen themselves as artists.
They have never really intentionally becoming an artist, but rather to present to the world something brand new in terms of concept, execution, and experience.
And they're challenging the contemporary art world to think differently about, what constitutes an artwork, what constitutes something which belongs in a museum or a gallery. So they're really pushing at the boundaries about, what the contemporary art world feels comfortable with. And that's very welcome. I think it's great for artists and art collectives, like TeamLab to come along that are offering something a bit different, a bit special.
Titled Transcending Boundaries, the exhibition is yet another example of TeamLab's ability to turn flights of imagination into reality. 8 works across 3 rooms, continuously reacting with visitors and each other.
人間は必要以上に境界を当たり前のように思いすぎていると思うし、境界があることを。本当はもっと境界がなくてもいいし、でも本当は境界がもっと曖昧な、境界がなくても独立してるってことを伝えたいし。
So every element in here is like a nature. So they also have a real relationship with a human being and nature. So sometimes people destroy the butterfly, destroy the flowers, but at the same time, we are living together in this world.
Through skillful use of sensors activated by motion, touch, or shadow, TeamLab allows its viewers to shape the installation, even encourage its growth.
If you observe carefully, this work is about the delicate relationship between nature and human. If you come too close by touching the nature, you may harm the nature. If you are too far away, nothing happens. But if you are a certain distance to the nature, then you can actually encourage nature to evolve and flourish.
There is a bit of a message with TeamLab. It also is about what is man doing to nature? And the closer you got, you destroyed the flowers. So is that what we're doing?
We worked really hard, and then now we are here. I got so many good response from the people, so I think it's kind of the finished artwork.
Neither a pre-recorded animation nor a loop, the work is rendered in real time by a computer. But the technological prowess of this artwork is not the focal point.
Some people, I think, mistake their intention as trying to show that digital technology can somehow recreate nature or substitute nature, and this couldn't be further from the truth. I think what TeamLab are doing very powerfully is creating empathy between people and nature by showing the impact that we have on nature, either intentionally or unintentionally.
テクノロジーはそんなになんかどうやテクノロジーすごいだろうとかはむしろ見せたくないし、なんか気づかなくてもいいと思ってる。そのテクノロジーはもちろん必須だけど、テクノロジーを感じてほしいとか新しいテクノロジーを伝えたいとかそういうモチベーションはなくて、新しいアートワークの中で何か新しい考えを知ったり、新しい価値観に変わったり、何かいろんな世界と自分との関係について考え直したり、そういうことの方が何かずっと重要だと思ってるから。
After the break, TeamLab dives into the history books and brings their biggest and most ambitious project to life. In TeamLab's studio in Tokyo, Adam Booth, one of the collective's art directors, is working on another major exhibition, this time in Singapore.
Right now I'm working on a project called Story of the Forest, which is for the National Museum of Singapore. It's based on this absolutely wonderful collection of natural history drawings. Basically we wanted to take these drawings and use technology to bring them to life.
These drawings are some of nearly 500 paintings of flora and fauna from colonial Singapore. They were commissioned in the 19th century by British Commandant William Farquhar. And now TeamLab are transforming them into a living, interactive forest.
This is actually one of the oldest collections that we have in the National Museum. Working with TeamLab is really looking at the collection through a different lens, and it's almost having that discussion between history and contemporary, and it allows you to actually look at the possibilities of what the illustrations might be if they were actually moving.
This is a model for a tree. Basically, we make them into three-dimensional objects, and they will have fruits, and the animals come and eat the fruits. So this is the exciting thing about making this kind of project, is that these are still images, but we can make them come to life. We're not just animating the collection, we are trying to make it our own. We've added our own sense of humor and our own color and look and feel about it.
The work is a two-part installation that's their biggest and most complex yet. 170 meters of continuous real-time projections spiraling down 2 stories in the museum's glass rotunda. It's taken Adam and at least 20 other artists, animators, programmers and engineers 3 years to get the project to this point.
It's taken a long time, but finally now everything's completed and we're working on the programming and bringing the artwork together. We're really excited about it. We hope that people will come, they will bring their friends, that they will enjoy the experience, that they will learn about the forest and the animals of Singapore and the history as well.
Just as those artists some 200 years ago tried to capture the rich and vibrant ecology of the region, we today are trying to represent what they have encountered or imagined through contemporary lenses.
Past the curtains, visitors enter a different world. A living ecosystem of 69 plants, trees and curious creatures.
The whole installation is an immersive experience, so the animals are attracted to you. You can hear the sounds of the animals and of the jungle, and when it rains, the pouring rain and the thunderstorms.
You can even collect the animals you meet on an app and learn more about them.
Here's one of my favourite animals. This is the first animal that I drew from the collection. This is an oriental hornbill, and here we can see him flying off. For me personally, it's so exciting. As an artist, I mean, I love to draw, and I was excited by the animals in the Farquhar collection. And then seeing your own drawing come to life in the installation is just really exciting. And I hope the visitors will enjoy it as much as I have making it.
The journey through the forest ends in the rotunda's domed centre, where your presence triggers an explosion of blooming flora, accompanied by an emotive soundtrack that changes in rhythm to what's being conjured.
The use of music within all of TeamLab's installations is absolutely crucial and vital, and the collaborations that they've had with composers to create these really gorgeous, you know, kind of melodic, harmonious sound worlds, perfectly composed to marry to what you're seeing. I think it creates the emotional connection. Your heart and your kind of body are engaged. It's an immediate point of empathy. And it's frequently, for me, some of the high points of the work.
And as the forest builds up, you see the animals will come out and greet you. And if there's another person standing close by, they will create their own forest, and the animals will walk between the forests, and gradually the base of the rotunda will fill up with the forest created by the people. If there's no people, there's no forest. So it helps you to understand how much humans are a part of nature.
今から、多分200年ぐらい前にイギリス人の総督のウィリアム・ファッカーがこの地に来た時にこの地の、自然の美しさだったり神秘さだったりそういうものに多分感動して自然の感動みたいなものを、ここに来た人に同じような感動を体験してもらえたらいいなと思うし。
I think I like just the interactive nature of it, and you're immersed in a different world. As soon as you step in, it feels as if you're in a completely different environment. It's magical, it really is.
I thought it was fantastic. You go in through the curtains not quite knowing what to expect, and then you're met with this wall of colour, and it really gives you a sense of what the forest is like. I thought it was fantastic.
In Japanese thinking, nature actually includes humans as well. The waters, waves, lightning, wind. That's why Japanese expressed rains or waves as a living entity by drawing lines. That is one of the aspects of TeamLab's art as a moving experience, as a living entity. That's why it is so conceptual, so revolutionary. No one dared to make this kind of work.
Your interaction is completely different, and that's extremely important for them, is that there are no more boundaries. You get very close and things come to you and you come to them, and the definition of your relationship as a spectator, as a viewer, becomes different. It becomes more of an experience.
チームラボっていう名前通り集団的創造の場っていう意味でもあり、まあもちろんラボラトリーっていうのは実験し続けるっていうその意味でもあって、いろんな知的発見をし続けたいし、それの知的発見をもとにまた何かを作り続けたい。
Brilliant ideas, powered by Hyundai Motor.